Okay, anyhow, it's like, I think we're just going to watch my cat while I do this video because I'm not quite comfortable on camera, but I'm kind of comfortable with my voice. I should be. I'm a radio DJ. Anyhow, this video is in response to Tannhaus's video on Christian converts to the occult and paganism. This is Animaniac 911 here. You're watching Jack Sleep. But anyhow, my whole thing was, like most of you, I was brought up in a Christian home. I was brought up Presbyterian. Well, when I was little, I got all that stuff about, I had a lot of questions and things, and like most curious children do. And I was always getting, don't question God, just read the Bible and believe. Well, first strike to my Christianity, by the way, just so you know, I am an agnostic. I believe in God and everything, but I don't believe in organized religion. And I'm going to tell you the reasons why. Well, anyways, the first strike happened kind of when my father died. Because, when my dad died, my dad and I were very close. And when my father died, I was only 13 going on 14. And I kept asking people, has my dad gone to heaven? Has my dad gone to heaven? I wrote a poem about it. But anyways, it's like, I was so messed up and tortured because nobody would answer my questions about if my dad went to heaven or not. It totally messed with my head. And then after my dad died, my mom, even though still claiming to be Christian and going to church every Sunday, was messing around with a married man. She was abusive to me also. She used to kick my ass from one side of the house to the next. Well, anyways, getting back on track here. She died when I was 17. That was like kind of strike two to my whole Christianity thing. Because it's like, I believe that, people who do bad should be punished, but the only thing is, there's a second side to that, is who actually defines what is bad? Who has the authority to decide what is bad? Anyhow, let me get back to the subject at hand here. The third and final strike to my Christianity, well, actually not to my Christianity in total, just to the fact of being Presbyterian, was I have a 15-year-old daughter now. I had had 2 miscarriages prior to giving birth to her. When I got my ultrasound picture of my daughter, I was so excited and happy because I was going to have a healthy baby for once, that I took it to the assistant pastor at my church one night at a church function, and he said to me, well, you should really have an abortion because you're not married. Well, I kind of floundered about after that. I said I didn't want to be part of the Presbyterian church, so I tried being a Lutheran. I tried being Mormon, also a Jehovah's Witness. So I've studied a little bit about each religion. But anyhow, it's like nothing seemed to fit until I became homeless and had to go to the homeless shelter. There at that place, if you don't believe or have questions about your belief, you're basically treated as an outcast. You have to go to devotions every night, which is usually somebody getting up there, talking about the Bible or whatever. You have to go to church on Sundays and on Wednesdays. If you don't follow these, you get write-ups. If you get enough write-ups, you get canned. You get thrown back out on the streets. And I don't know about you, but it's like I'd rather wing it than, act like I'll, become homeless. So that was kind of strike 3, but that was in the first homeless shelter. I also got sent elsewhere in the state to go to another homeless shelter. There it was worse. It was either there, where, or the highway. And I was in a weird, not normal place. I shouldn't say not normal place, but strange place. Not something that wasn't known to me. And anyways, there it's like you had to attend church twice a week. You had to go to nightly devotions. If not, you were thrown out on your ear. So basically, I believe that everyone, and I shouldn't say this because this is going to be like highly controversial here, but it's like most people who practice organized religion, I should say most, not all, because I have met a few that, aren't like this, but most of them talk out of both sides of their mouths. Their little mantra basically is, do as I say and not as I do. Because the man that was cheating with my mother, anyhow, back to what I was saying. I'm going to put these two pieces that I did together. My camera battery died. I mean, I had to hunt around for some new batteries. Anyhow, as I was saying, the man that my mother was cheating with is a musical minister at a church now to this day, and is still with his wife. So, in my experience of watching the organized religion people do as I say, not as I do, because they're all so perfect on Sundays, they act okay on Sundays, when actually they should know that true, in the Bible, God says, love thy brother as thyself. It doesn't say if you don't fit in their boxes to kick them out of the church. It doesn't say treat them like dirt because they're different. It doesn't say any of that. Those are the reasons why I do not practice organized religion. Yes, I believe in God, but I'm open-minded too. I don't sit there and go, oh, hey, you're wicked, I don't like you because you're different. Or, hey, you're pagan, I don't like you because you're different. I'm not like that. I mean, I know there's one person out there for certain that knows me for sure. And he can testify to this fact. But anyhow, it's like, I believe that true enlightenment comes when nobody is ousted, everyone's accepted. And as long as there's organized religion and people telling people in this world going, oh, that's not the way, they're wrong, they're going to hell, I believe that that's never going to happen. Anyway, thank you. I hope you enjoyed this video. And like I said, I'm sorry for, letting you stare at my cat for however long it took me to make this video. But anyhow, those are my thoughts on the subject, and hopefully this works okay.